minutes. These are informational purposes only. There'll be some forward-leading statements, right, that we'll make in regards to numbers and things like that. We ask you to do your own due diligence and never invest more than you can afford to lose, right? So we're all grown adults here. However, with that being said, it is an amazing opportunity, and we're going to hear from Richard Marks about the fantastic new product we have in sports arbitrage trading. We call SUREBET. So we'll go ahead and get that started here momentarily. Let me see, we have 35 people here. And welcome India team there. She just joined. Awesome. Let's see who else we have here around the world. I see Brother Rob there, Calvin, Derek, India team, Jerry Pennington. Welcome, Dr. Pennington. Appreciate you joining there. One of the top surgeons there in the U.S. Brother Rob's there in Europe, doing some amazing things. Brother TJ in Japan, welcome. And Brother Young is over there in Africa, really starting to stir things up over there on the ground in Africa and doing amazing work. So we'll look to get a testimonial from him after the presentation. So for sure, he can tell us about the success he's having there in Kenya. He's hosted a couple meetings already, and it's amazing. The people that what they're hearing and what they're hungry for when it comes to this opportunity. So, okay, Richard, go ahead and start that presentation. It's all you, my friend.
I met my wonderful Kiwi K wife. We've been married 42 years. Came back here with our 3 children in 2001. I've been in network marketing and direct sales for 43 years. I've seen every kind of company come and go. I've seen every kind of pay plan come and go. And I have to say I am more excited about this one than I have been in a long, long time, because the sports betting industry is a multi-billion. In fact, it's a $200 billion market. Okay? It moves billions of dollars around the world. With the right strategy, it's possible to transform this market into high-profit, low-risk operations. And when you think about it, if someone places a bet on Team A to win, and Team A wins, they make some money. If Team A loses, they lose some money. So it's basically gambling. You win and you lose, right? We have a unique software here that I'm going to go through that allows us to make money every day, 1 to 2.3% per day, regardless of, wow, hear the thunder there? If my Zoom cuts out, you know it's the lightning. It's cut my internet out. So we make money every day, regardless of the outcome of the sports. Now, we have to say from the beginning that a disclaimer that the information shared in this presentation is for educational and informational purposes only, does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research, consult a qualified financial advisor before making investment decisions. So look at sports. We're talking about almost every sport on the planet, right? Basketball, tennis, volleyball, hockey, baseball, soccer, cricket, rugby. MAA is martial arts. I had to look that one up. Boxing, esports. I don't know what that is. Darts, snooker, table tennis, badminton, you name it, handball. Okay, plus a few others that probably are not mentioned on there. As I said, it's just the betting side of it's a $200 billion industry. So I'm a little bit of background on our founder, Antonio Salas, because he is a unique character. He's not even 30 years old. He graduated in business administration from a Presbyterian university, MBA from another university, advisor to a consulate of Spain and Brazil, financial director of a political party. He and his father are both multimillionaires. In fact, he started his first company when he was 18, and that company was sold when he was 19, 8 months later, and he became a millionaire at age 19. That company continues to operate to this day. Okay. At 21, he led a technology team, and this is a key phrase here because he's had that same technology team with him for 9 years. So he didn't just wake up one day and hit in a basement, decide he's going to start getting into blockchain, right? He led a technology team to create a marketplace for retail groups. That company is now valued at $1 billion. At 23, he started his own company with that same skilled and experienced team of developers, and he focused on software development, solutions for retail chains, fintech, and blockchain technology. That's how long he's been in this industry, right? As an entrepreneur and owner of a company that's already created more than 70 marketing platforms, he have identified a new marketing opportunity, launching not just a single platform, but an entire ecosystem to meet various global demands. Now, tonight, we're just talking about one little part of that ecosystem, which is the SUREBET technology. So we're going to, maybe in another meeting, we'll go into the full ecosystem. But right now, we're talking about SUREBET. And he actually acquired the software. That means he purchased the software. He purchased the programmers, the people that sit behind the computers doing the betting, ... So it's known as SUREBET in sports arbitrage strategy that guarantees a profit regardless of the outcome of the match. I'm going to read that again. It's a sports arbitrage strategy that guarantees the profit regardless of the outcome of a match. It's simple. You bet on all possible outcomes, win, lose, or draw, and no matter what happens, you make money on the difference between the spreads between the odds that the different bookmakers keep. Or to go that on another page, more detail. So if you use different bookmakers taking advantage of the variation in the odds, if the sum of the odds is less than 100, you have found a sure bet. It's pure mathematics, zero luck, zero opinion, zero risk, basically. The software does the betting. We don't do any betting. We simply make 1 to 2.3 per day on our investment, regardless of the outcome of the event. You can see why I'm excited about this, right? So here's an example. There's two teams here. If they place a bet for $1,000 on team 1 to win, another $1,000 on team 2 to win, and another $1,000 on a tie. Therefore, no matter what happens, right, they're going to make either 3,500, 34, or 33, and they spent 3,000 on the bet. What's the profit? It's 300, 400, or 500. It's just simple math. Results guaranteed in any scenario. Pretty exciting. So it's technology and automation, sports betting. We operate with proprietary software. We analyze thousands of opportunities per day. We operate with speed, precision, and safety. Ensures efficiency without human interference. It's technology plus mathematics equals recurring profit. Now, my boys, my two boys are millennials. They're 37 and 39. They've been heavily into this sports betting for about 2 years. I would say at least 70 to 80% of all their peers are into the sports betting. And you only have to go to a sports bar, of which there are dozens in every city, and they'll have special nights where they do fantasy football, et cetera, et cetera. So it's a market that's out there. It's not some esoteric, closed group of networkers or crypto people. It is in the general population. So we have a very simple compensation plan. It's called a uni-level. What that means is if I bring in an individual, I directly recruit someone, they're on my first level, I'm going to get 10% of whatever they deposit plus 10% of any redeposits or compounding that they do. If they bring someone in, that's to be their first level, they're on my second level, I'm going to get 5% on that. So it pays 4% on the third, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, half and a half, down to 10 levels. Now, those of you who know how the multiplication works in network marketing, 3 who bring 3 who bring 3, you get down to these levels here, you can have thousands of people, even though the percentage is small, you can have thousands of people down there on those levels. And we have a very, very robust back office. I'm just going to show you a couple of screenshots right here. I've been in this exactly a week. I joined last Thursday. I've already got 17 directs, 159 indirects, 176 total players, and my total team has deposited 10,000 in so far. And that's my first week in the business. I'm pinching myself. It's pretty amazing. But it's understandable because it has such a great appeal. So this is some of the transactions. When someone makes a deposit, they call it nominating committee. I don't know, maybe some reason why they call it that. So I got 3% on level 4. I got 5% on a level 2. I got 3% on level 4 and 5% on a level 2. Okay, so now this part, I have never heard of a uni level that had a daily residual. I and a lot of the people I know have been looking for that elusive residual income for years and years and years. Sometimes we get it temporarily, but it doesn't last. But anyway, this is a true residual because every single person that makes a deposit of $10 or more, by the way, you can start with $10, is earning a daily reward, right? when they get their daily reward, whoops, every day that they get their daily earnings, I'm going to get a percentage of those daily earnings on 5 levels down. 10% on the first level, 5, 3, 2, and 1. That is amazing. When you get to the thousands or tens of thousands of people, like I'm pretty sure we're going to get very rapidly, that could build up to a very, very huge residual income. So it's worth putting some time and effort in the early days. Get your people, get your front line in. Now, there's no limit to the number of front lines you can have right here at the 10%. If we were to draw a line across the page and put a vertical down from each one, that represents each person you bring in as a separate leg. In other words, there's no spillover. Those levels are created by that person's team, all right? But this one here is paid on your entire team in the first 5 levels daily on their earnings. This is absolutely incredible. So come to the next page and I'll show you some of those. It's called residual bonus, level 5, level 4, level 2, level 3, level 2. So I've got probably out of my 180 odd people, I've probably got 120 of them on the first 5 levels. So that means I'm getting a daily reward on 120 people already in my first week. So you can see again why I'm excited about this. We also have what's called a career plan. This means you get cumulative rewards as you reach different levels, and the levels are based on your production. That means the total deposit of your teams down to 10 levels, and it's cumulative. So when I reach 10K, which I have already reached, by the way, it's a $300 one-time bonus. When I reach 25K, this is not instead of, this is in addition to. So in addition to the 300, that's an 800 for 25K, 2,000 for 50K, 45, 65, 10,000, 15,000, 35,000, 50,000, and 100,000 one-time bonus. You add those. I haven't added those all up yet, but it's getting well over $200,000 in bonuses. So it's worth putting some time in here. We talk about a 90-day blitz in network marketing, but I'm calling this a 30. Anybody that puts in 30 days here, looking at what I did in the first week, you can basically, I believe, set yourself up for a really serious residual income, life-changing income. So the investment goes up to 300%. There has to be a cap on it, because if you're compounding and there's no limit, well, that's just not sustainable. So if you invest $1,000, once you've received up to $3,000, now that includes your commissions as well as your daily reward. All right. Once you reach that 3,000, of course, you've made 2,000 profit. You have to start a new deposit. Okay. So the yield is paid Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week, from 1 to 2.3%. So just to summarize around it all up, more detail. It's investment. It's not betting. We are not betting. We're getting paid daily regardless of the outcome. It can't be called betting if we put some money in and we can't lose. We make money on it every day. Therefore, we're not gambling. We're not betting. Our clients are not placing bets. They're investing capital. Our professional trading team applies mathematical arbitrage strategies, the SUREBET, to generate the profits. It's independent from any betting regulations. So any countries that say they have regulations about betting, well, we're not betting. Operation does not depend on whether betting platforms are legalized or not in the investor's country. What matters to us is only the difference in odds between the platform, which is where arbitrage opportunities arise. In other words, investors never deal directly with betting houses. Our trading team manages all that entirely. So proper positioning, it's not gambling, it's not a casino, it's not betting, it's a mathematical arbitrage applied to the odds market, just like arbitrage in currencies, commodities, or crypto. So in short, investors are accessing a high predictability arbitrage model executed by professionals, no exposure to risk of betting activity. We're paid 1 to 2.3% per day on our investments, regardless of the outcome of the sports event. So that's just a roundup summary, because some people say it's illegal in some countries. Well, this covers that. So the opportunity is there. First step has already been taken. It's in your hands. I believe millionaires are going to be made. And at a later date, we may tell you how this fits in with the overall ecosystem that we have as well. But tonight, we're just talking about the opportunity for the SUREBET. Here it is. Welcome to
Okay, thank you Brother Richard, for that amazing presentation there. There was a lot of information there, folks. You can get back with the person that was kind enough to think of you and get this information. We can get you the current PDF that we have. It's in the process of being put in different languages as well. So, but right now, we're keeping that internally until someone requests it from the outside, from a team member that's already on board. So, Brother Preston, you want to speak to the digital bot, or you want to keep going on the SUREBET and showing some numbers there?
Hi, if we will just summarize the SUREBET. That is a fantastic presentation by Richard, who's actually having amazing results. Something about 81-year-old Richard, he doesn't go to a coffee shop, he doesn't step out of his house, but everything is done from his Zoom, and his results are just amazing. I know this guy, he has made a 6-figure monthly income in the current previous project, which is still going on, and I think he's going to make it here too pretty shortly. So just follow his footsteps. You don't have to recruit people in this. You can do it 100% passively, okay? If you're a person who's not comfortable with talking to people, that's perfectly fine. But again, no business runs without people. That's the bottom line, right? So let me just share with you some numbers. If you're a passive participant, how actually you can do it passively. I'm going to share a pretty quick screen and take you through some numbers. So allow me to do that. So going to see if I have a live sheet opened up here on my computer screen. What is that? Okay, what I'm sharing with you on the screen is an online calculator. Okay, it's totally independent of any opportunity. Let it be a tutorial, a class on how to use this calculator. Okay, I'm giving some examples, and I'm going to take a $1,000 a year. Why $1,000? Because $1,000 will qualify people for a free, okay, free Visa Platinum Business Crypto to Fiat card. I will explain to you why this is the most in-demand product out in the entire market very shortly. Let's take an example. You're doing it for 1 month, okay? And of course, you are going to put everything in your wallet for your use. And I'm going to hit the calculator here. So this is how simple it is. You're getting $20 a day from that approximately 1.92% approximate. So let's round it up. That's $600 a month. Now, not only you have 600 in your pocket, you also have a free Visa Platinum business card, which is high demand in the market. If you go for another 20 days, you have 100% of your money back. And as per the company model, you can get 3 times your money. That means you can get 3 times 1,000 is $3,000. So what you can choose to do is utilize your rest 2,000, put it in your pocket, and you can use 1,000 to proceed again to make the next 3x. So you can continue doing the 3x and creating a good source of income. I'll just share with you shortly another strategy which you can also do, which will be this sheet which I just created. So if you want to follow another strategy, this is 1,000 start. You can do 10,000, 100,000 multiples, whatever you want to. How to create a passive monthly income. Okay, again, this is only a strategy. It's left to you what you want to do. And to do that, you would definitely, what you would do is you would actually keep putting this back into the system for 3 months. That means whatever you earn, you put it back, and you're creating, of course, you're creating 300% every day. When you put back, you're actually creating a new 300% every day. Now, the 4th month onwards, you take out 50% and you keep 50% and you keep going, right? So what happens when you do that is, for the first 3 months, you would accumulate a total of 5,183. And the 4th month, you would actually take out 50%. If you look what I'm doing, and you would actually create a recurring stream of income where 50% goes into the trade for trading and 50% to your wallet. So you create, so you can picture yourself what exactly the numbers could be like. I would just stop there at this point. This is a great opportunity to support our entire ecosystem. Okay. The next topic we will cover is the tokens. But this model is very important right now because it's creating instant cash flow and people are withdrawing in USDT and getting paid in as little as 35 minutes to a couple of hours. So for those of you who are stuck with your cash flow, this is the instant solution for it. Absolutely instant solution. I know team members of mine who have actually solved their cash flow situations with this project because it's very lucrative. Everybody talks about sports. Everybody is looking at sports. The entire world is watching this. So great project. Let's come back to the second topic of our ecosystem, which I believe is one of the best you can ever think of, and that is the token. I was doing some review on ChatGPT yesterday, and I came across some of the factors in choosing a token in the market. Now this market, what happened to my Zoom? Is it still there? So these tokens, it's not just a normal token out there. One of the example of token is USDT, Solana, BTC, everything is tokens. Now, factors for choosing a crypto token. Number one is real world utility. Does the project solve a real problem or have a clear purpose? The answer to that is absolutely yes. It has a clear purpose and it solves a real problem. What is the problem? People want crypto cards decentralized. They don't want to put their ID, license, KYC, and all that linked to the card. We have a card. Again, it's a number one card in the entire world of crypto. Why? Because this card doesn't require your KYC. The umbrella company, the fintech company of the CEO has been in the MasterCard Visa space for the last 8 years, and they actually provide the umbrella KYC, so we don't have to put our KYC. It's a Visa Business Platinum card, virtual card you can start with, load it on your phone. Also possible to integrate with Apple Pay and Google Wallet if you choose to, and you can also order a physical card as well. So that's a high demand card, and the market for that card, Binance, just imagine, Binance has got more than 280 million users, Coinbase possibly 10, 15, 20 million, Metamask more than 30 million. So how many people do you think would require this card? Just imagine yourself. So you have, now what happens is the real value is when you load the card to when you want to purchase items, when you want to use the money, you have to load the card with the token. You have to purchase a token. So that's a real utility value. I'm going to show you what's happening in the live markets right now very shortly with the token so we can get a picture of that. Okay, that screen is not shared. I think I'll have to do a reshare on that. So again, 98% of the tokens out there are no value. This is high utility value. If you look at the graphs, it's got a very healthy up and down. The green is buying and the red is selling. You should have buying and selling for a healthy token. That's exactly what makes it. So you can see a lot of green and a lot of red. So this token is having a lot of activity, and you will see more activity as the days go by. I would recommend go and tell everybody on the planet, to purchase at least $50, $100, $30 worth of this token, even $1,000 of the token, because they're already spending money on Powerball and lottery, pretty much everything to make some money, right? So this, if you look at the chart right now, I believe it's the right time to buy, right? It's going to go up again. So the company is going to be putting it in bitso.com shortly. Bitso is a South American exchange which has got more than 9 million plus users. So once it's going to the main market, it's going to take a life of its own in a couple of exchanges, and that's what gets into the millions and billions of this market. So if you're holding at least 100,000 tokens minimum, just imagine when the price goes to $10, what it would be like, right? So the potential for this token is massive. I've seen tokens in 2 months, they went to $4,700, and they don't even have utility, but just a public buying tokens, right? So don't underestimate the power of this token. It could really do good for all of us. So in reality, we should start promoting it. When we start promoting it, it supports our entire ecosystem. In that way, the Digi staking and DigiBot will also level up, and we have the instant payment solutions where you convert the Digi token to USDT instantly. So by us supporting the ecosystem at this time, we're able to bring the token up. The value of this, again, for some of you it might be too much, but just understand it's pure business, pure logic. So I'm going to put a value here. If you look at my calculator on the screen, I hope you can see it. Yes, you can. One token today is 3,909. A couple of days back, you could get 6,000. So obviously you can see the value of this is the price of the token is increasing day by day. And once it gets into the major markets, it's going to go up. So the right time to buy it is right now. Tell your neighbor, tell your friends, tell your whoever it is to purchase some token and keep it. That could be very valuable for them, right? So what else we need to cover? So we covered those details. We covered the graphs. Anything else, G-Money, we need to take care of?
No, you're doing an amazing job, folks. What I'm hearing there is opportunity from Preston. He talked about opportunity to keep moving your profits forward. You have the total option to remove them every day if you like. The withdrawals are happening in as little as less than an hour, and we have it set up there for up to 72 hours, but I haven't seen it go past 24 hours currently. But we just put that up there initially in the back office. We also are going to update our presentation here to show you the USDT that's going in. They accept 4 different types. And then they coming out, it's BEP20 and Polygon, right? The Binance and Polygon. The other thing we can talk about is that coin, right? So for $1, you're getting somewhere around 4,000 coins. And to get to the 100,000 that Preston was talking about, we're talking about $25, right? Will get you somewhere around 100,000 coins. And what he mentioned, when it goes to $1, then you have $100,000 invested, right? And if Mike wants to come on, Mike Semaru, I don't know if you're in a position where you can speak and just talk about kind of how we're working as a community here to get that coin up to over a penny before it does hit the BitSo exchange, because once it hits the BitSo exchange, it's going to take a mind of its own. Antonio's asked the community to be responsible for that coin. In getting it up there, the company is going to provide minimal liquidity so the coin does not drop below 0, right, into the negative. And currently, we're maintaining that as a community. But Mike, yeah, go ahead, brother. It's all you.
Hey guys, we've got the launch of BitSo coming, hopefully in the next few days, or if not sometime next week. As we see the coin, obviously it's pretty low right now, and what we have to do is consider that a gift to our community. But what we don't want it to do is go onto that new exchange at a low rate. We want to get it and get it to a few pennies or as high as possible before it goes onto that exchange, because we don't want any outsiders to be able to buy the coin at a low rate, not really know what's going on in our community and our goals, our shared goals of where we want to take it, and where they buy the coin and they sell it back for a few more pennies and drop the coin. So let's work hard and work together in buying as much as we can. Obviously everybody's situation is different. Just buy what you can, and maybe we can coordinate it to where we're buying all at once, so the algorithm can take the coin up to a higher value. And I think with us all working together, we can all win.
All right, very good, Mike. Appreciate that. I know you're working diligently, and keep an eye on that. And we've got a Telegram group that I see already 20 people. I looked a couple hours ago, 20 people responded to the post that I put in there wanting to learn about this community pump that we're working towards before the BitSo launch here, which could happen any day. So we have to be vigilant about that happening. Let's see what else we can talk about here. So folks, with that coin, the digital bot, we don't have time to go into the back office now, but through there you can purchase the coin. And also there'll be staking available there as well. Right now we're not encouraging that because of the price is so low. So you want to physically hold the coins in your possession. That company is set, that opportunity is set up as a binary. So people that like to work the binary, they have that option. Other people like the unilevel, so they have that availability with the SUREBET. Okay, and amazing with this Visa Business Platinum card that Preston mentioned, Antonio has ordered or gone on commitment with Visa that he will be dropping 1 million of those cards into the world, right? And so that absolutely is going to be amazing. We've got some of the top leaders that are going to be beta testing that when they come out at the end of the month. And then the people with that current promotion with SUREBET, anybody that puts $1,000 or more into the SUREBET platform would qualify for that card. And once you're in queue for that card, you automatically get the virtual number. And then, like Preston said, if you choose to have a physical card in your hand, that will be shipped out via DHL. Okay. So what I'd like to do now, Crypto Bjorn, if you want to speak to the actual opportunity of the coin, if you're available, you want to unmute yourself. Oh, he's not here anymore. So I know he's traveling with his family. Let me see if he got knocked off. Oh, there he is. Yeah, okay, so he just got knocked off. Let's bring him back on as a co-host. Crypto Bjorn. Folks, if you don't know, he's 2011, 2012, he started trading. I call him one of the original OGs when it comes to Bitcoin. He has a significant part of his portfolio in Bitcoin, so he's very knowledgeable about how about this crypto space. And go ahead, Crypto Bjorn. Thanks for sharing. I know you're with your family there. Your brother and nephew came in from Norway. Your beautiful family resides down there in Pattaya, Thailand. So look forward to seeing you here coming up next week there for sure. Over to you, brother.
Yes, I have a family here. We have a very good time. But this makes me so exciting, this the coin. Look for the price. Every time I go look for the price, I'll be so surprised how cheap we can buy the coin. Or I can see in the future, I think this coin can pass $100. I mean $100. And we come to $1, $2, $3. I see this happen many times in the coin industry, especially in this. We have the community, we have good many things below this umbrella. So this company have the coin. So I think we go to the sky over time. I'm sure. I feel sure for this. So I'm very exciting. I cannot stop to think about the coin. I'm extreme about the coin, people. For I have been a Bitcoin from the start. I see Ethereum come. I see Binance come. So we have an option, a very big option. And not only this, we have this. We have see the bot. We have see the betting. All these things make you make money when you sleep. You make money when you are in the beach. You make money when you are in the swimming pool. You make money or you sit in the airplane. It's a very amazing, very, very good tools for us, all the people here. So we are very surprised, and thank you very much to everyone. I thank you for giving me this opportunity. So here we are, we come to stay together. If you need help, you go to the webinar, contact your sponsor. We have a good community, so I tell the people we stay together, some a big family. So thank you for a good presentation today. Every time I think this presentation is amazing. So I tell the people be here every presentation. We learn a little bit every time. So thank you from me in Pattaya in Thailand.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Brother Preston. Brother Crypto Bjorn there. Brother Preston, why I bring up our next leader here, it's Brother Silas in Africa. If you could drop in the chats, the information that the guests need to learn more about all the different things that we've talked about. And folks, just so you know, again, we're not owners of the company. We're just like you. We call ourselves maybe global ambassadors, right? Because we're out there sharing this message around the world. But do your own diligence. Get back with the person who's kind enough to think of you. Get their referral link if you want to get started. if if it's not for you, we understand. We still love you anyhow. But hopefully you saw some value here in the information that we're sharing. Again, forward-leading statements, but as little as $25 somewhere around there, you could have over 100,000 coins for you and your family, and do what as you wish as the coin continues to rise. Bjorn talks about if you need money, you sell the coin. If you don't, hold on to it, because enjoy the ride as it keeps going up and up and up, as more and more people learn about our entire ecosystem. So, Brother Young, Silas, let me see if I'm going to unmute you here. And, well, actually, let's start making you co-host here. And then this way, if you camera, you can. I know he's in Kenya there with some leaders. Let me just go grab him here in the group and make him co-host. He's got, like, looks like two different, he might have his laptop and his cell phone. All right, there we go. Now he's down to one. Okay, Brother Young. Somebody raised their hand. Let's see who that is. Again, folks, no questions. This is for info. There he is. Okay. So go ahead, brother, unmute yourself, and you can roll your camera if you like. You've got co-host property.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. I really want to appreciate each and everyone on this meeting. What I believe, where the eagles always fly is where everyone always admire to fly. The problem with some of the people or some of the leaders, they always see the vision where their nose is. When I looked into the DigiBot, I found the entire ecosystem. Whatever you want the gaming, you want the blockchain, you want the exchange part of it, you want to do the gambling, everything is there. Why waste time by following the smoke? Let us see how we can focus. Let us see how we can do it. I am available for the Team Africa, and we are planning this evening. We are going to do extremely a lot, and we'll be waiting for G-Money to Africa. So if you're in Africa, any place that you are, we are going to talk so that we can arrange some of the biggest event into this continent when our leader G-Man will be coming. Thank you so much. I love you all, and bye-bye.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that. Yeah, you're doing amazing things down there. We see how hard you and Crypto Gal, some of your other leaders are working, constantly sharing the message with people, getting face-to-face with them as people like in this business. You can do it from the comfort of your computer, like Brother Richard does, sitting there in Florida with his family, 81 years old. Or you can, get on the ground and host the meetings and everything in between. You can market this from the internet, right, with social media. We leave it up to you, and we're here to support you and the team. So with that, I think we'll wrap it up here. We are 41 minutes past the hour. We like to keep these calls under 30 minutes. Folks, hopefully something resonated with you. Get back with the person that was kind enough to think of you. Get your questions answered and get started. That's the only way you're going to find out if this is for you or not. We do these Zooms twice a day, 5 a.m. Dubai time and 6 p.m. Dubai time, 7 days a week. We have leadership meetings that are coming up here and trainings. Miss Queenie Bumblebee there was able to drop the different recordings on there. So we've got that in the Telegram and the WhatsApp. We're here to provide as much support as we can for you. And then with this coin coming, it's really going to lift up the whole community, right, where you'll be able to have those profits and take them down as you wish. Brother Preston, I see you come on camera there. Any final last thoughts?
I will just share a final thought. Okay, take advantage of the CEO skill set. The greatest strength of the CEO is his technology and business implementation background. So we are working on his strengths and skills, taking advantage of that, because this person implements technology so quickly with solutions. So guys, focus on that one. Secondly, the game plan would be start promoting the SUREBET system. It's instant cash flow to your pocket. Also start promoting the token, because if each of us have tokens, it's our interest to take this token up. Tell everybody on the planet to purchase tokens, and the links are on the chat. If you don't have, you can reach out to your leaders. We'll get you the links. Thirdly, the Visa MasterCards have massive demands. Everything is going to support the entire ecosystem, which in turn is going to bring back the DigiBot and the Digi staking. and everything is going to flow as usual. So you have a great future in this system. The CEO is talking about 10, 15 years stability and sustainability right now. So this company would be the right choice at this moment. Even if we have gone through the implementation progress for the last couple of months, we are at the right time, the right market, going into the larger 3.5 trillion crypto market. So let's enjoy the ride and make it happen.
Fantastic. And thank you for reminding me, Preston, about the CEO call coming up. It happens every Monday, right? So he's on there. He jumps in from time to time, giving us the latest updates as well. So I'll be speaking to him later on in about an hour with the directive of the team, where we'll be meeting again about 11 hours from then. All the global leaders will get together and you know, we just update ourselves with all the issues and challenges that we have and new products, new promotions that are coming out, what he's doing. We've got a marketplace coming. We've got the metaverse gaming coming, and then he's just recently released real world token assets with the motorcycles. And you can see some of that videos that he shot live from there in Brazil. So super exciting times indeed, folks. And we wish you all the joy, the happiness, the peace you want to see in this world on this beautiful Sunday, whatever part of the world that you're in. Go out there and love on one another. And we do that by sharing this message of opportunity with financial passive income. And to some people that see it, they can really create some independence when it comes to financial independence, right? Because we're all looking for more time or money. And we have that availability here. So bye for now, folks. See you on the CEO call, the next Zoom here. And peace and blessings. Bye for now. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you, Born, Preston, Mike, and also our newest leader there's down there in Africa, Brother Silas there. So thanks so much, everyone. Bye for now.